Hey guys, thank you so much for coming back. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. It really helps to keep this whole community moving and growing and building into more and more fun things, and gives us more and more voice when it comes to manufacturers and distributors. And, it just makes things funner, like the more people we can have, the better it's going to be. So just thank you so much. I love the engagement. I'm looking forward to it every single time that I hop back on. It's just awesome to see what you guys think and what you're saying. So I genuinely appreciate it. And there's something that we had gotten into kind of the vibe of doing, and I just want to keep on doing it. I don't think that we need to just cut it at a past episode. So the thing that we were doing is calling out and giving a big round of applause to people who have become sober as a result of EUC, or were sober and then found EUC, but sobriety and therapy around EUC is just something that my heart is so close to. As a person who thought he was never going to be able to get away from alcohol, to now be sober for right around 3 years, no drops, no drinks, and no desire to drink ever again, it just makes me happy to see more and more people that are embracing this as a path. And so my homie over there with the Pacific Northwest 360, my dude, I just wanted to give a big round of applause, and everybody else join me in celebrating the homie for his year and 6 months, alcohol free without wanting to pick up any more. It's crazy, and it looks like, he's had the blessing of a wife that put up with him for a long time. And I don't think very many people understand, unless you've been there, unless you were a person that had those people that were compassionate and were supportive of you through those dark hours, it's really hard to understand what that feels like, that you want to say thank you so much. It's like you knew that part of you was like damaged goods, and it's like part of it is like you keep on drinking or you keep on using to kind of hide away from the shame that you feel, that you almost don't feel like you deserve this beautiful person that's next to you. And I know this feeling all too well. So, I don't know if that's exactly what you went through, brother, but, for her to be by your side for 22 years, she had to know that there was something deep down inside of you that she could pick at a glance that was worth it and meaningful to her life. So I'm super duper grateful that, you're here, that you're riding, and I'm super duper grateful to see you grow, bro. Like, honestly, I look forward to seeing your comments every time I post a video, and, it's weird because the avatars become like faces of friends. and I look forward to seeing your face, brother. So I look forward to seeing the videos also that you post, because it looks like my man Pacific Northwest is going to be posting some videos and getting some experience in there. So let's look forward to seeing that together, guys, and show some support to my homie over there, Mr. Pacific Northwest 360. So Mikey Grillo, or Grillo Mikey, I think it's Mikey Grillo, but yo, my dude is being so spicy. He's being so spicy. And guys, I need you to kind of help me analyze this situation. So he posts saying, the best rider in Spain comes to the USA to race and got 8th place. No Leaper Chem wheels on the podium. George Paso, you got some explaining to do, my boy. Big ol' exclamation point at the end of that. And just so you know, what he's referring to is Zen Lee racing in this race, that there were no Lynxes that made it onto the podium, because that's what everybody in Spain was talking about, was that the Lynxes, they're the best. And, I actually blocked Paso just because he's kind of insufferable. The language barrier, it's crazy. He's very inflammatory. So I personally blocked Paso. So even if he had some explaining to do, I would not want to hear anything that he had to say. But this is such an interesting comment, right? Because it's like I don't think Zen Lee has ever, in my opinion, come across, because that's who he's talking about, I don't think Zen Lee has ever come across as saying I am the absolute best. He's never done that. What he's done is gone after experiences. He's basically done a thing, and then he says what he's done. And, if he got the second podium, then he will say, yeah, just did a bunch of races and got the second podium. If he just got done logging, 6 podiums, then he's going to say, just got done with, these races, 6 podiums and counting. I've never heard him like come across douchey in this regard. And some other things that he's done on his channel, I've been like, yo, what the heck, bro? Like I didn't agree with him comparing the V14 and the Lynx. I thought that was a silly comparison. There was a lot of things that he did with the V14 that I thought were just kind of interesting. The juxtaposition manner of review is just not necessarily like my cup of tea, especially when we're dealing with 2 wheels that are parted at like different venue, like different things. Like one is for 16-inch wheelie thingy things. It's obviously going to be less speed. It's got a little less travel. It's got a coil suspension in the back, so it's not going to be as cush as the oil coil solution that's on either side of the Lynx. So there was just a lot of disparity there. But to the main thing, it just was Mikey being like, is he being salty here? Because that's what it looks like, dude. He never said that he was the best rider. In this race, I guess he was riding a wheel that he hadn't been on for a very long time, and he did some stuff that he doesn't normally do, and he ended up being very humble in his case when he spoke about it. He was very, very, very humble, and just commented on the other riders there and how great it was, and he's really excited to see the culture building, and I think that's all super duper great. But there's all sorts of weird little commentary in here, guys, like Ronan talking about how the Zenly is disowned by the Spanish riders. I mean, I don't know, like, is he disowned? I didn't know that. Does anybody else have any feedback about what's happening? Like, what's our thoughts as a community on Zenly? Like, personally, I think that he is an awesome dude. He does have kind of like, I think he's a little bit curt in some ways. And I think that he's probably, he's a little bit foolhardy with EUC. I think he puts a lot of his beans in the EUC cup, and to that end, he may be crazy or he may be braver than everybody. But I think that doing that makes him have to move a certain way, and I don't think that other people or myself will completely understand the way that he needs to move, since he's put so many of his beans inside of the EUC cup. That said, let's move on to the next thing. John Fernandez says, Zenly was running solid times with great times. Solid times and great times and clean lines. We both were. But I might have jinxed him when I asked how I did, and I mentioned wobbling out in a turn. To be fair to Leaperchem, US racers have always favored EUCs by Begode Intelligent Tech. Still, Roger Hajali from Team E-Wheel showed the Shermanel's potential by securing a spot on the podium. Roger said that he was on his blitz, so I guess that was not the case. So it was a blitz that made it to the podium. So there was actually no Leaperchems on the podium at that time. Yes, you are, Ralph Longoria. You are the best rider. Saba Sandor says, your post is the real BS, Mikey. What do you guys think? Is he being just like, I don't know, man. Is he casting mad shade, or does he have a point? Does he have a valid leg to stand on? Do you feel like Zenly came here to the United States, back to the United States, like puffing up his chest and like, I'm the biggest, baddest, blah, 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 blah. Do you feel like he deserves like this sort of hate? I don't actually, but I'm interested to see what you guys think. Yo. Okay, guys. So Anthony Latham. Does that ring a bell for anybody? Anthony Latham? Okay, so Anthony Latham, on, what was it? It looks like on November 25th, my man posts on his Facebook. He says, so what's going on, Kobe Gotway? I'm not really sure how you pronounce it. And that is so interesting, right? That's so interesting because since, I guess, the end of September, middle end of September, up until the middle of November, Anthony was riding this Xway, just go, pumping it, right? And I was like, oh man, this dude loves this wheel. He even went through like the efforts to like engrave it on the hub, and then he engraved like the handle, and he was just engraving all over. Like, you could tell that this dude loves this wheel. And then I see this post, and it says, so what's going on, Kobe? Or Kibi, Gotway, and he says, like, what's going on? And whenever somebody does that out of context, whenever somebody comes up to you and they're like, yeah, so what's up, man? Yeah, so what's up? Like, out of context, it normally means something not good. When, when it's out of context and they're like, hey, how are you doing? Like, that's different. But when it's out of context and they're like, so what's going on? What's up? It normally means something different. So, what do you guys think? It's all speculation. I feel like something went south in the way that he was presenting the wheel. Maybe the wheel got broke. Maybe he broke the wheel. Maybe he was doing something that they didn't like. Maybe they asked him to do something that he didn't agree with. I have no idea. Or, maybe he just all of a sudden stopped supporting the wheel at all for no reason. And for no reason at all, he posted on his page what's going on, Key by Gotway. And for no reason at all, he deleted that post. Maybe all of that stuff is just absolutely not connected at all. What do you guys think? This is saucy, baby. This is saucy. That's all I'm saying. It's just saucy. It's a little saucy. It wouldn't be as saucy if when I went back to check today, if he, as of December 4th, if he still had the what's going on Key by Gotway. But he doesn't actually today. So he deleted it. So that means there's something spicy there and I have no idea, but I am curious. What do you guys think? It does look good though. I mean, I think it's a nice looking wheel. It's with this new generation of the Begode wheels, I feel like they're going to be, phasing out all of the older linkage type wheels and maybe getting hard to get parts. Maybe a good business venture for somebody would be to start making aftermarket, just, not OEM parts, but for like the Master, for the Master 4, for the Master Pro V3, 1, all of those things. Like, I feel like aftermarket parts for those would be really handy, especially the mechanically machinable ones. What do you think about politics inside of EUC, guys? I saw this post by Euc Wheeler, and he said the discussion has come up about the mass banning from the .org group a while back, many of which did absolutely nothing wrong and broke none of the group rules. He's wondering if you were banned and why. Says he was banned because he was made admin of this group and broke none of the rules. Many people have no idea why they were banned. Were you banned? Do you know why? Unfortunately, guys, there's a lot of politics inside of the EUC space, and there shouldn't be. I don't know why it's like this, but I do know that it is this way. Personally, I am not inside of the InMotion Facebook group because of the heavy regulation that it comes with, the gross censorship that they seem to have learned from wherever they feel like learning gross censorship from, but they have been grossly censoring commentary inside of the InMotion group to the end of, to the point where you can't actually get like answers for things that have gone wrong, because if you post something has gone wrong, they flag it, they have it taken down, so you really can't get support from the group, which is really a shame, because the InMotion Facebook group should be a repository of troubleshooting, tech solutions, and community growth, but unfortunately they've kind of not done that. I feel like Begode I've never seen them actually do that in their Facebook groups. I feel like they kind of leave all commentary up. I don't know. So, it's, I don't know why they maybe feel more comfortable leaving that stuff up and then just responding to it, or if their social media practices are just different. I have no idea. But I feel like, honesty inside of the EUC space should not result in banning. I feel like as long as you're being kind, you're communicating clearly, you're not being hateful or harassing people, and not in a way that's like, not harassing people per the like, oh, it's being misconstrued as harassment, but really it's not harassment. It's just like, talking banter. Like, if people are being genuinely rude and being hateful, then you know. Man, yeah, Zen Lee was so humble, bro. I love the comment that he made. He achieved his main mission objectives at TEF1. Man, yeah, Zen Lee was so humble, bro. I love the comment that he made. He achieved his main mission objectives at TEF1. Really enjoyed riding the track and seeing old friends. He's looking forward to the next race. I mean, bro, it's such a class act response, dude. So much hate he was given immediately. Oh, you're not a blah, blah, blah racer. Oh, the baddest, just got schooled. And he just walked through it. He just walked through it gracefully. And I freaking love it. Love it. You go, Zen Lee. Good on you, brother. I still don't agree with that puck shit, but whatever, man. Do you, babe. Do you. Looks like there may be something happening. There looks like there's something cooking over at Extreme Bull, right? That's what it looks like. I have no idea what's happening, but it looks like they're cooking. So maybe it's a 15-inch wheel. The reason why I'm showing you this is because there is something coming, but it's really funny because Rob's saying he's sworn to secrecy, so he can't leak the info himself. So by virtue of him saying he can't leak the info, I feel like there's info to leak. So he's like, but he opened the forum for anybody to leak the images. So join the Next Gen Mobility Telegram group to get all the latest details. It's pretty cool group. Find out about all the latest wheels and how people are enjoying them. It's really the best place to kind of get like a testament of what's happening with the wheels. It's really cool. People are worried about the tariffs as far as the EUCs go, but it's really hard to say exactly which segment that they're going into or which segment that the tariffs are going to impact. So right now it looks like there's going to be targeting tariffs of like, I saw something on the news today, like 10% goods from China, 25% from Mexico, and from Canada. But right now it's, so I don't know exactly how the EUCs are going to get impacted, but be on the lookout for that. And that said, make sure that you do get your EUCs. Like if you're planning on buying an EUC, it's probably going to be a better idea to buy it sooner than later, just because these tariffs may end up impacting it in ways that we can't quite predict. And you just don't want something this expensive to get more expensive. What do you think? Are the tariffs going to wreck us? As somebody more educated than me, can you tell me? Fill in the gaps. Let me know what's going on with tariffs and how exactly they're going to affect us. Had a great time riding with Kennedy Moore. Back in the day, we were EXN brothers. He reached out to me after like 2.5 years and was like, hey man, let's go for a group ride. I don't like riding in big groups, but we did go for a little duo ride and we ripped around together, and absolutely love the way the Grizzly kit works on the Master. It's bananas. Looks so nice. Gives it such a great profile, and it looks like it provides ample protection too. Super sexy.
What's up, Sam?
What's up, man? How
Man,
you doing?
my guy, bro. Hell yeah. That's so crazy.
Yo, some people, like I always see people crashing on EUCs. I do it.
Bro, I feel like a superhero on this shit.
I see people crashing all the effing time. But I saw a couple crashes this past week that made me just absolutely second guess reality. So let's look at them. The first one, I don't know this person's, how to say this name, Segun Aveleth Oyedeli. Yeah, that's the credit to the video. EUC crash group. Oyedeli. That's the crash group guy. So that's where the credit goes. It hurts my ankle. It hurts every part of me. You can see like the control being lost in the air. I mean, like, I don't know if the control was ever had, to be quite frank. Like, when you see them come in, it's like they tried to let it happen the right way. I'm loving that they're moving their arms. They're letting it happen the right way, but somehow they lose the gyro in the air. See, I don't think that they expected to boost as far as they did. And so you see, like, about when you get to the other side of the lip, that's how far he planned to land. So, like, when you see his arm in front of him and behind him, like right when it gets to maximum, in front, behind, that's like right where he was planning to land. Unfortunately, he kept on over rotating, and that put him down in such a way, him down in such a way that got that, it looks like the ankle almost got rolled, but their foot came out of the pedal really clean and just landed kind of on the ball of their feet. So the only part that I'm worried about for this person was their head. It looks like their head whipped. Maybe their neck got hurt a little bit. Woo! Jeepers creepers. Oh my God. Jump up and get down. No, seriously, guys, be careful, because, my God. Just a reminder to wear your helmet. Nulu Princess, well, yeah, brings a new meaning to tree hugger. I saw this and I was like, oh man, look at him go. Riding a NOSFET, and boom. I guess they were stress testing the NOSFET and maybe also stress testing the battle armor that they were wearing. It's like the Black Ranger out here being a tree hugger. It's like some Captain Planet stuff gone wrong, entirely gone wrong here. This is like when tree hugging goes wrong. Jeepers creepers. Guys, give me your best caption. Caption this. My caption, when tree hugging goes wrong. Oof. Like, that was fast to run into that tree and then just laid cold out. Oh my God. On repeat. Just boom, boom, boom. Oh my God. Oof. Painful. In fact, this video was so popular and so ridiculous that a buddy of mine from a completely different sector of life reached out to me and sent it to me. They were like, yo, you got to see this. Guys, if you are looking for wheels right now, the used market is crazy. honestly, we got a master version 2 for $1,000. I mean, bruh, it's probably not going to be easy to find parts for this wheel, but at $1,000, that's what the V8s used to cost, man, like $999. So, you know, a wheel that goes 22 miles an hour for like 20 miles versus this wheel that'll go 55 miles an hour for like 50 miles. Well, not 55 for the whole like distance, but you know what I'm saying. Like, that's a great price. The used market's flexed out right now.
Be careful.
It's all good. You good? Yeah, I mean, are you good? Is everybody good?
We're all good, man. Wheels been through just as much.
Lost a couple. Oops.